Good Monday morning, everyone. So much is going on. Literally, this morning, some things happened I don't even know how to explain. Anyway, let's talk about it. So, the big question is this: how do voiceover artists like us who are looking to take our careers to the next level, but don't buy into the claims of needing expensive equipment and demos, start bringing in new clients? How do you follow a clear path to changing your voiceover side hustle into your full-time job and stick it to those that said you couldn't? Those are the questions, and this podcast will give you the answers. My name is Earl Hall, and welcome to In the Booth with Earl Hall, where we know how to grind and don't quit. Good Monday morning, everyone. Look, I'm hoping you guys had a fantastic, just an awesome weekend. You got some stuff done that was going to prepare you for what's coming this week. Where do I even start with this? I mean, I want to get into some of the stuff that obviously the title is about. You know, you got to grow your business, especially if you're starting out. Voiceover is one of those tricky things. There's, many other freelance services that are out there that are tricky to get up and build and growing and all that kind of stuff. But I got to get into that today. But last night, we had an amazing webinar, on how to start, build, and grow your voiceover career. I was able to go all in on some things and answer some questions that have never been posed to me before. All of that. Everyone that attended the webinar last night, sometime today, the replay is going to be going out. One of the great things, or hopefully one of the great things that I did is I made this webinar available as a course on the website for Steps to Voiceover Success. It is, I got to brag a little bit. The webinar was outstanding. Any of you folks in here right now were on the webinar last night. How was the webinar? If you're in here right now, I'll ask this question later when everybody's starting to come in now. People are really coming in at this point. But if you were on the webinar last night, what did it mean to you? Just put it in chat. Would love to see it. And this will be full disclosure. What did people actually think about the webinar? I want to know your thoughts. And we had such a good response to that webinar. And like I said, this morning already, I've put it up on the website. Actually, there's a link in the description for this video as well in regards to how you can access that webinar. I've put it up as a course, as an individual course on stepstovoiceoversuccess.com. So you can either go to the website or you can click the link at the bottom and you'll see that. Already posted because of the webinar that we did last night. People were asking questions about more webinars coming. So I scheduled another webinar for this coming Sunday. It's going to be at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time on this coming Sunday. And we're going all in on Audacity. We're going all in on Audacity. A tremendous number of folks that follow me and that look at what I'm doing are using Audacity as their DAW. And so I want to demystify it. I want to let you know this is what you need to do in Audacity in order to have a professional sound. I'm going all in on it. I'm going to be taking your questions, your hookup questions. We're going to be talking plugins. We're going to be talking compression, normalization, EQ, embedding music the right way. All of that. We're going to be going all in. Let's see. Good. Let me give a shout out to everyone that's coming in. Fail Builder, Mage Pro, glad to have you in the house. Steve-O, Lenny, glad to have you here, man. What else? Voices by Storm. Good morning. I was trying to connect on my phone, but I couldn't log in. That's all right, Storm. You'll get the replay of it. Fail Builder is saying, it was awesome, Earl. Lots of good information for me. It really helped that you put in the timeline expectations. Fail Builder, that's really... as I was building the webinar, I was like, you know what? These folks need to know what these timelines look like, what the expectations actually need to be when you're starting a voiceover business. You've got to know the expectations. And since I've been in this for a while and I understand how these things work. And I'm glad you mentioned that, because that was a part of building in what I was doing that I thought was very important for people to get a real clear understanding of timelines, time frames, things that you're going to need to do in order to really get this thing, hit it hard. Judy, glad to have you in the house. Ian, hey, what's going on, man? Judy saying, can't wait to really get going, but seems stuck so far. Okay, well, let's try and get you unstuck. Now, one of those things, again, the webinar that we did last night, off the chain, I've made it available. People, you can click the link in the description and go right to the page. You can purchase that. It's $37, just like everyone else paid for the webinar that was on live. You still get to ask me questions from the webinar and things of that nature, even though you're seeing the replay. But you're going to be able to watch this and ask me questions directly right in the webinar. I get an email with a question and I respond back to you if you've got that question, or I'll make a video about your question as well with that. So looking forward to, if you want to get that information on what you need to do, the step-by-step approach to building your voiceover career, go get the webinar, go get the course. It's available right now on the website, and link is in the description. And again, coming up Sunday, this coming Sunday, I'm doing another freaking webinar for all of you folks that are just tuned into Audacity. All of you folks that are struggling with Audacity, how to figure it out, what to do with it, how to get the professional sound. We're going to do a deep dive into Audacity, from compression to equalization, to plugins, to the stuff that's already in Audacity that you may not know about that you need to be using. And there's so much confusion out there about DAWs and people buying this plugin, that plugin, and all these plugins. And much of what you need comes inside of your DAW already. There are some outstanding plugins out there that can really help. We're going to go through some of those in that webinar coming up this Sunday. Again, the link is in the description if you want to check that out and you want to register for that webinar. It's there. So with all that being said, today, all right, full disclosure, some of you guys don't know some of the stuff that I have coming to me. There's a particular company called Altron that sends me a lot of gear. You guys are familiar. You might remember this, the Altron PF8. They sent me this for free. I gave away a couple of these for free, and it is the competitor for the Chaotica Eyeball, which I have as well. Of course, I had to buy this for $200. Altron sent me theirs for free because they wanted me to review it, which I did. And there's a show, or there's a webinar. There's a video right here on my YouTube channel where I compare the two of these and let you hear the difference. Now, there was a big to-do because Altron came out with this PF8. And they were under, they had gotten sued by Chaotica, people, whoever makes the eyeball. They had gotten sued by them because they look pretty much the same. One's just kind of angled. The other one is, the round Chaotica eyeball that they're selling for $200. And either of these choices, I mean, you're going to spend $50 on the Altron, the one I just showed you, and you're going to spend $200 on the Chaotica eyeball. Both of them are outstanding, but do you want to spend $200 or do you just want to spend $50? Kind of a thing to say. So I come in this morning and DHL is downstairs at my office building. I'm on the 6th floor and we're coming up in the elevator together, and actually he has a package for me. And I'm like, really? Didn't order anything, or I have, but I'm not expecting anything till tomorrow. So I get this. It's the brand new PF8. It's like, okay, so they've sent me something else that they want me to review. And I'm going to show you this thing because they did a redesign because of the suit they had with Chaotica Eyeball. So I haven't even taken this out of packaging yet. So you're seeing this first. You're seeing this here first. So what we have here is the new Altron 8. You can see it's a new design, but literally on the inside, and I think this is the pop filter. Ah, it slides up. Okay. This is the pop filter on this, and it slides up. And you can see it still operates the same as the Chaotica eyeball and the old PF8, but they had to do a redesign. But it's exactly the same thing, basically, with a metal case on the, going around. And of course, at the bottom, you stick in your microphone here, and you speak through the pop filter, which this is a very, ooh, this feels good. This is a pop filter, and so you're speaking through it like this. Can you see? Okay. And your microphone is on the inside, of course, with the recording element facing you, like you would do anyway for any pop filter or whatever. I'm going to be doing a test on this sometime this week. But the other thing that I hadn't told you that they had sent me, I don't think I told you, but they sent me a microphone to review about a month ago. It retails for, I think, $129. And so it's basically just been sitting here in my studio, and I haven't done anything with it. It comes in this amazing case, so on and so forth. There's no links in the description for these. They are in my store, but I'm not going to put any links in the description because I'm doing something very specific. And so you get all of this. You get your... There's a pop filter right there. If you don't have the PF8 Pro is what it's called that I just showed you. Comes with a shock mount, and then also obviously the microphone itself, which looks like this. Boom. Retails for $129. What I'm going to do, I'm going to have a giveaway this coming Sunday. Everyone that, again, this retails for $129. I'm going to have a giveaway, but only to the first 10 people that register for the webinar coming up Sunday. Link is in the description. So out of the first 10 people, I'm going to select one person, and I will send you this as a gift for free. I'll pay the shipping, and you'll get this entire microphone set. The following week, what I'll do is give away the PF8 Pro, which can be used on any microphone that's a condenser. Basically, and let me just grab mine here, one of the condensers like that, since I have it out. And basically how this works is, this is the front face of the microphone. You just pop it in there like that, and I'll let you see on the inside what that looks like. So you've got the microphone element, you got the microphone in there, and what this does is it blocks out all that exterior noise. A lot. This is a portable studio. You're on the road, whatever, take it and go. But I'm going to be giving away the microphone that I just showed you as a gift, only to the first 10 people that register for the webinar. So you guys are hearing about this first, so click the link in the description and just go ahead and register. And you will be in the running to win that microphone, and we will have a drawing live on the webinar calling out the first 10 people. Okay, Maxwell, what are we saying? Let's see, Mage Pro is saying, oh gosh, I got a whole bunch of folks here. Let's go back here. $200 foam ball, yeah. Still not convinced the PF8 doesn't make things sound boxy. It could be now, if you're trying to use this inside of a booth, I wouldn't suggest it. I would suggest just your regular recording space. And a lot of stuff comes down to, what are your settings for your microphone as far as why it may or may not sound boxy. The volume levels, there's a whole bunch of wide range of things. When I used the PF8 to literally record e-learning project I had a few months ago. No problems at all. So again, it's going to depend on your ear, maybe. It's going to depend on your gear, how you have it set up, what is it that you're doing in processing, the whole 9 yards. There's a lot of things that could affect that. But anyway, giving it away for free. So boom. Let's see. Earl, Booth Junkie need to do a demo comparison, or have they? Booth Junkie did do a comparison of the PF8, same way as I did. He did a comparison of the PF8, the old one, side by side with the Chaotica eyeball. So boom. um, let's see. I thought it filled gaps for me about my DAW and what I needed to get started. Thank you, Earl. Oh, okay, great. Maxwell is talking about the webinar from last night. Mage saying the Altron mic combo looks interesting. The pop filter, shock mount, and case alone are cool. Yes. Now, this is what I would consider to be an entry-level mic. It's not, I've done a little comparison like with my Norman TLM 103. Of course, the TLM 103 beats it out, but a lot of stuff can be done in post. The microphone is a bit bright on the high end. That's one thing that I saw. It's a bit bright on the high end, so you're going to have to use some EQing. But when you, like with any mic, whatever it is, depending on your voice, you're going to have to fit it to your voice for that. Let's see. Steve-O saying silkscreen, Earl's face on the pop filter slide so the user can speak to her. That's crazy. That is crazy. They're trying, quite honestly, Altron and the people that sell Altron have been in communication with me. That's why I'm getting all this free gear. They see what I'm doing, obviously, online to be an influencer, maybe for people to use their gear. I can't say that I necessarily 100% endorse Altron or their gear, but for this entry-level stuff, you know, I have no problem giving that away. I get it for free, so hey, I'll just use it and give it away as gifts. So when they send me stuff, hey, you guys win, right? So, and whoever wins this microphone, Mage, you're not going to win the microphone. I'm not giving Mage Pro even a chance. So Mage, you probably don't even want to go to the webinar for Audacity anyway, but Mage has amazing gear. He does not need more gear. With that. All right. Steve-O, Earl's face on it, too funny. Yeah, that is really funny. Besides all the stuff that's going on here and the gear that I've been getting because of what I'm doing here on YouTube and on social media, understanding that, okay, well, I'm an influencer and different brands are going to try and send me things. I don't think Neumann is going to be sending me a mic. You know, but these other companies that are trying to break out and things like that, trying to get into the market, they look for folks, I guess, like me that have an audience and can do things. So, but I'd rather just give it away, whether I like it or not. I'll tell you honestly what I think. I wouldn't use the mic that I'm giving away only because I have a Neumann TLM 103. I don't need the mic. So if one of you guys can benefit from that, would love to have that happen. So that's why I want to give that away to one of the first 10 people that register for the upcoming webinar this Sunday. Again, link is in the description. What I can show you guys, let me see here. And I'll keep talking as I show you this, and I will come back in a moment. Where is the one that I really want? I think I want that one. All right, these are some of the comments that came in through the webinar last night. Some amazing comment or questions and comments that I think really can showcase what that webinar last night was all about and what it meant to folks that are out there. I mean, we covered the gamut of starting in voiceover day one, going through talking about things like obviously your gear, your DAW, how to use it, your microphone, things like that. Social media was a big play in this, how to use social media, and also some of the legal aspects that you might want to round out in regards to developing your brand, as far as, you know, making a corporation, an LLC, getting an appropriate web address as far as URL, for what it is that you're doing. We covered royalty-free music, how to get those, how to create your own demos, the reason why you need to create your own demos in the beginning. We covered a lot within an hour, and there were some amazing questions that actually came in. What this is just, I just downloaded the chat from the webinar last night, and boom, there you go. I said, well, I'll share this with people and let them see, you know, kind of the conversations that were going on. This is probably in the last 20 minutes of the conversation because I can't show every last comment. It's just crazy with that. But I thought these might give you some inside of that. One of the things that I see and I understand, especially from new voice actors, is that they're afraid about getting paid because it's one of the questions that comes up all the time. Do I need a contract? Do I need to have this set in place and that set in place? So we went in on that and had that discussion, the discussion about, professional demos, when you actually need to get them. The discussion on you must have a social media presence if you're going to be successful in any freelance business. You've got to get into this stuff. We talked about the books that I've talked about with Gary Vee, with Crushing It, my own book, Steps to Voiceover Success, and just how important and impactful these 2 books can literally be. It's like I'm all in on these 2 books. I'm all in, as you guys know, on social media and building my brand. And one of the other crazy things that's happened over the weekend, and even that I talked about during this webinar, is the fact of what you can do on Fiverr. I discovered so many different things on Fiverr literally over the weekend that will help to boost your rankings, will help to get you noticed and all of that. And so I covered that in the webinar as well. So much information. This particular webinar, which is now on the website, that talks about the steps you need to take. And this is for someone, if you've been in for 3 years or less, or maybe 3 years or more, but you're still not crushing it, there's a reason why. Because probably you're not following the steps that I laid out in this in regards to what it is that you need to do and the timetables involved in order to accomplish, all of these things. Let's see here. Judd Chris is saying, I really need that microphone. Maybe that will help me, but need to work the night of the webinar. Excuse me. Even if you work the night of the webinar, you can still win the mic and you'll still get the replay of the webinar, because if you're one of the first 10 to register, you're on the list to win. Whether you're there or not does not matter. We're going to draw names out of a hat. I'm going to just shake it up, boom, pick a name. This is the person that won. And it's only going to be the first 10 people that register, period, on that. So, good morning, Chris. Glad to see you in the house. And by the way, and we talked about that a little bit too. And I'm just keying in on Judy's comment about I really need that mic. We went in depth, and I've said some things that I've never said before in regards to your gear, in regards to your microphone. People are stressing out over mics. You really are. You're stressing the freak out over mics. And so I went and did a deep dive on that and talked, specifically about that issue, because you're worrying too much about your gear. With the technology that we have today, you need to stop. Some of this stuff is just, they call it studio porn. You see a microphone, it's studio porn. Oh, I got to get that type of thing. So that's why I kind of hit that subject kind of hard on the webinar last night. The new unit looks like a perfect tool for noisy environment. Oh, talking about the PF8 Pro, which is the brand new PF8 Pro. Put your mic up in there, PF8 Pro, which is replacing the original PF8. This is the original. They had to come up with a new design because they were getting sued by Chaotica Eyeball, because it looks like a Chaotica Eyeball. Maybe not exactly, but it's, same smell. You know what I mean? On that. So they came up with this new design. I came into the office this morning. Lo and behold, they sent me one for free. So the webinar after the one where I give away the mic, which is this coming Sunday, I'm going to be giving away this as well. But I'm going to be doing a review of it sometime this week, so you'll get to hear it and all that stuff. And I'll do a review of the mic as well, so you can hear that mic too. But once again, this Sunday's webinar coming up. What is that date? The 29th, I believe. The 29th of April, 2018. In case you're watching this in 2087. I'm long gone by then. We're going to be giving away the microphone. And that first 10 people to sign up for the webinar, you're in the drawing. You go in the hat. and you get a chance to win. The webinar I will lock up at 25, 25 participants in the webinar. And the reason I'm doing that is the same reason I did it for this past webinar, is because I don't want hundreds of people in the room. I want a group of people that I can focus in on. And I was able to focus in on everyone's question because it was a smaller group. So I'm not going for a lot of people. I'm going for people that are serious about building their voiceover. So as soon as we get to that 25, boom, I shut down the registration for the webinar because I do not want to have a large group of people. I want a smaller group of people so that I can focus in on you specifically and your questions. So that's why we're doing it that way. So limit is 25. Marion is asking, where do you register for the webinar? It's in the link in the description. That's right there. And what I'll do as well, if I can, which I believe I can, let me go and I'll grab the link to the webinar and I'll post it right here in the chat for you. And just waiting for it to pop up. Copy. All right, now I'm about to place this. Here's the link in chat right now. Boom. There you go. That's the link to the webinar to register for that. So again, the first 10 people, you're in the chute, you're in the hat to get the microphone that I just showed at the beginning of the of this particular one. Lenny, I'm stressing over sound treatment. Just moved into our new home. Yay! Congratulations on that. Set up my studio and put my acoustic foam, and I want to know my sound quality. Is the sound check still available on STVOS? Yes, it is. The sound check is still available, and is still there. On the website, stepstovoiceoversuccess.com. That sound check is still available. So you can grab that. All right. What other questions do you have? I'm like, today is just a lot to do. I love Mondays. I know a lot of people hate Mondays. I happen to love Mondays because that's when the action starts. I hate around Thursday evening, everything dies down. It's boring as crap. Everybody's living for the weekend. I don't. I do not live for the weekend. It's too slow for me. So I'm thankful when, Monday is coming, so I know there's stuff to do. You guys that are slipping and sleeping on Fiverr, I'm going to be doing in the month of May, I'm going to be doing an in-depth webinar on Fiverr. It'll probably be the second weekend in May, because the first weekend in May, I will be talking about, I think, Adobe Audition, the same way as I'm doing with Audacity this coming Sunday. But I've got to develop a webinar for Adobe Audition. I've got to develop a webinar for Fiverr. I've got to develop a webinar for hooking up your gear, because a lot of people struggle with that too. Let's see. Great, thanks, Mage. I'm on it. Lenny, let's see what else Lenny has to say here. Set up my studio, foam. I want to know sound. Okay, so I answered that question with that. Have no idea what Mage is talking. Mage is talking about what Lenny was talking about with the sound check. It's amazing. You will know what you need to do for your room when you get that sound check. So that's completely up to you when you want to do that. All right, guys, I've been on for 30 minutes and it's Monday and I got stuff to do today. I have 2 demos to create. That's another thing. You guys, if you don't know, I've got this demo gig on Fiverr right now that is blowing up, and it's starting at $95 to get a demo created by Earl Hall Studio. The demo creation thing right now, I think I've done 3 already. I think I've got 2 or 3 in my queue right now. And what I'll do, I'm going to go to Fiverr and I'm going to go to my gig and I'll put the link to that gig. If you need a demo created, you can get one created by me for just starting at $95. And it will go up from there. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do a little test here. I'm going to do a search on Fiverr for voiceover demo creation. Oh, check this out. Let me share this screen with you. This is it. I just did a look at, and there I am. I just did a search for voiceover demo production. Voiceover demo production was the search term that I used. And lo and behold, I'm right there, right at the top. And I keep fluctuating between this first place thing and, but I'm usually always in the top row. So go on Fiverr, and what I'll do is I'll click on this link here right on Fiverr, and I will copy this. You can see it starts at $95, $295, $495 is the whole kit and caboodle. But you can see what you can get for $95, and I will put that link in the chat box for you right now as well, for all of you folks that want to get a demo created. Boom, there's the link to my Fiverr gig. Did that work? Let me see here. Oh, it's over the characters. It won't let me do it because it's over the characters. So you're just going to have to go to Fiverr, type in voiceover demo production, or just look up Earl Hall VO, which is me on Fiverr. You can actually see all of my gigs and take advantage of what you will. But no, this won't let me put this in chat. Is it in? Oh, it's in the description though. Fiverr gig just for you. Professional voice. Yeah, the link is in the description, and I'm going to, yeah, I think that works. Let me just double check the link that's in the description for this video, and just double check that that link is still active. Paste and go, and boom, it's still there. So you can click the link in the description if you need to get a demo done. Well, guys, you're more than welcome, Andre. I appreciate you. Do one on Major saying do one on plugins and processing and what to listen for. Yeah, that's coming with the Audacity training that I'm going to be doing. That's part of what I'll be doing this coming Sunday in the Audacity training, is talking about that stuff. So if you want to get all this goody information, just sign up for the webinars, and first 10 people get to be put in the hat for the drawing for the microphone. I take care of shipping and just send it directly to you. Steve-O is saying, Judy, I will give you an XLR cardioid condenser microphone. I have 3 and don't use them. Email Steve. Oh, that is all. That, I love that. I absolutely love that, Steve-O. That does my heart good to see someone just give. Thank you, Steve-O. I definitely appreciate that, and I'm sure that Judy will appreciate it as well. All right, guys, I want to thank you so much for tuning in to this first live stream of the week, just talking about all things VO and how to get started in this stuff and what it is that you're actually going to need to do to get this thing going. I'm excited about what we're going to be talking about tomorrow, and I have no idea what that will be. But I am definitely excited about it. You guys know, voiceover domination is completely free at Steps to Voiceover Success. There is some amazing training that you can get, and I opened it up absolutely free to everyone. You don't have to pay for it anymore. If you're a free member of Steps to Voiceover Success, you have the access to voiceover domination, and you need to dig in and execute on what it is that you can learn. Hope this has been beneficial for you guys. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below, and I'll see you guys on tomorrow. You have a great day. Love you guys. Wrong video. This video. Bye.